Assalamu alaikum, my dear students and the guardian of my students. How are you? I think all of you are fine. By the mercy of Allah, I am also fine. I came back on online class after a long time. My dear students, now I am again inviting you to join with me to enjoy the English second paper class of class 9 and 10. It is also helpful for the students of class 10. We can say that the students of JSC and HSC also. My dear students, so from class 8 to 12, students can join with me by taking your reference book, daily notebook and a pen. My dear students, in the meantime, you can see on whiteboard there is written two sentences. One of them is, the sweet sound of nature makes us charming, and another is, as it is the sweet sound of nature, it makes us charming. My dear students, can you identify the difference between the choice sentences? I think you can identify because we already discussed about this topic in the last class. Transformation of sentence simple to complex, part 1, and today I am going to discuss with you simple to complex, part 2. So, my dear students, our today's topic is transformation of sentences. Transformation of sentences. And today we will discuss on simple to complex. Simple to complex part 2. In the last class, we discussed how to change the sentence, general sentence, ordinary sentences from simple to complex, such as by using which, who, what, dash, dash, dash. Today we will discuss another more rules of changing the sentences from simple to complex. My dear students, in these 12 sentences you can notice that in this sentence there is only one finite verb, and that is makes. This is the finite verb of this sentence, and this is whole word of this is used as subject. My dear students, now and this sentence is changed into complex sentence, and when we change it, we use it here word as, and this is the connectors or conjunction. So, my dear students, in the last class I told you about the conjunction list of subordinating conjunction or subordinating connectors. Have you reminded? If you don't remind that, again I am saying you that such as in this time, from changing the sentence from simple to complex, we used this type of connectors or subordinating conjunction. Those are the such as, since, when, because, so that, etc. So, my dear students, we notice that in simple sentence, starting to the sentence started by some words, and that are we noticed sometime we saw that the simple sentences started by in spite of, despite, because of, and so. Sometimes there are some subordinating conjunction for identifying the simple sentence. We used to, adjective to. I will discuss this type of rules one by one. At first, my dear students, follow the whiteboard. If the sentence started in spite of, what can we do now? Such as, in spite of his illness, he came to school. My dear students, now we will change it into complex. How can we change it? At first, in lieu of in spite of or despite, we can use here though or although. Though, then from this possessive, we have to use here subject. Though his, and according to the tense of the principal clause, we have to use here be verb. Then this is the past tense, so we use here was. Though he was, and then we have used it. The rest of word is that. But this is noun, and now we have to use here adjective. Though he was it, and then the principal clause. He came to school. Can I make you understand, my dear students? So, what is the structure of the complex sentence if the simple sentence started by in spite of or despite? So, at first, structure, though plus subject plus verb plus rest word and then principal clause. My dear students, prin clause means principal clause. I wrote this word in brief. My dear students, this is the first rule of the sentences from simple to complex. Now we will go to the next point. My dear students, I could not come to school for my illness. My dear students, if the sentences mean cause, then what we have to do? If the sentence meant causes, then at first we have to use here as or since. As or since. Then subject. My dear students, according to the tense, we have to use be verb after subject. Then we have to use the rest part of the word, but we have to change the word into adjective. This is noun, we have to use here adjective. And then as or since I was ill, then the principal clause. I could not came to school. Can you understand? Now, what will be the structure? My dear students, at first we use as or since, then subject, then verb, then what we have to use here? Can you say, my dear students? We can write here in a brief. Rest part of the sentence. Not rest part of the sentence, my dear students. At first subject, then verb, then we have to use ill from. So in this situation, verb, then adjective, then rest part of the sentence. My dear students, then if there is a by plus gerund, if there is by plus gerund in a simple sentence such as by reading attentively you can succeed, shine in life. My dear students, now if we change into the complex sentence, what will be the result? If any simple sentence there is gerund, then in lieu of the gerund, by plus gerund or without gerund, we have to use here if. If. Can you understand? Then subject, you. Then we have to use here the verb from the gerund, read. If you read attentively, then the principal clause, you can shine in life. My dear students, then what will be the structure? Structure. At first you have to use if, then subject, then verb from the gerund. Then in a word, then we can say that rest part of the sentence. Can I make you understand, my dear students? Now, in discussing by plus gerund, I told you another gerund, and that was without plus gerund. Without gerund. In this type of sentence, by reading attentively, you can shine in life. So, if we use here without plus gerund, this sentence will be what? Without reading attentively. Without reading attentively, you can't shine in life. My dear students, follow the sentence. Without reading, here was a by reading. Attentively, you can, here is cannot. So, when by plus gerund will be used in a sentence, the sentence will be the affirmative form. And if there is used without plus gerund, then the sentence will be negative form. So, when we change this sentence into complex, in that time we have to use negative form. So, what will be? By plus gerund, there we use if. Here also we use if, and then subject, and then verb, then attentively, if you read, we have to use here negative form, I told you. So, here you have to use if you don't. Don't read attentively, then the rest part of the word. You can't shine in life. My dear students, that means the structure will be same. Only by plus gerund there will be the affirmative form, and if there is used without plus gerund, it will be negative form. My dear students, now go to the another rules. My dear students, sometimes we use in a simple sentence infinitive. That means to plus verb, such as we eat to live. We eat. Why we eat? In order to live. That means if the sentence mean is in order to, this is a little bit tough to understand for the lower classes students, for you. So in the straight way we can say that if there is to plus verb, then what we have to do to change the sentences into simple to complex. My dear students, this is to, this is verb. To plus verb. That means this is the infinitive and this is the finite verb. That means there is twice verb, eat and live, but this is not finite verb. This is non-finite verb and this is the finite verb. So if there is a infinitive or 2 plus verb in a sentence, then we have to do we eat, this is the principal clause, and then we have to make subordinate clause from this. In that case we have to use the connector so that. So that, then again subject we, then can or may, live. Can I make you understand? My dear students, follow. If this is the present tense, it, so we use here can or may. If there is past tense, then we have to use here could or might. Can I make you understand? My dear students, so if the sentence is present tense, we will have to can or may, and if the sentence is in past tense, then we have to use could or might. My dear students, so what is the structure? Structure. First subject, then verb, then so that, then again subject, then can or may, then verb. Can I make you understand? My dear students, now sometimes we see in a sentence there is used 2 plus 2. Can you understand, my dear students? 2 plus 2. That means 2 plus adjective plus 2. What is the pronunciation? This and this? What is the difference of pronunciation between the two words? 2 and this is 2. That means we can say that this is long 2 and this is short 2. 2 adjective 2. So I am writing a sentence. The baby is too little to stand. This is 2 and this is 2. My dear students, sometimes you can see that this 2 is not used. Sometimes there is used the baby is so little to stand. And sometimes it can be used the baby is too little to stand. The twice connector is same meaning. So rules also same. My dear students, now follow the changing. The baby is. We have to use so in lieu of 2, and then we have to use adjective little, and we have to use in lieu of 2 that. The baby is so little that. Again subject it. My dear students, If there is a name of a man here, we have to use here he. If there is a name of a material, then we have to use here it. If there is a little animal such as dog, cat, baby and blah blah blah, we have to use here it as a pronoun. My dear students, the baby is a little animal, so we have to use here it pronoun, and that then we have to use cannot. Stand. Can I make you understand, my dear students? So the structure will be subject plus verb plus show plus adjective plus that plus again subject, then cannot, then verb. My dear students, follow. If the sentence is in past tense, then we have to use here could not. Understand? Again I am saying, if the simple sentence is in past tense, then we have to here could not, and here we have to use the past form of verb. Rest of the rules of the structure is same. That means if the simple sentence is present tense, we have to use this structure directly, and if the simple sentence is in past form, then we have to use here past form of verb, and here we have to use could not. Can I make you understand, my dear students? So go to the next rule. Sometimes we follow that the sentence start with verb plus ing. Such as finishing my breakfast, I came to school. This is a simple sentence because here only on finite verb came. This is verb finish, but here adding ing. So it is not finite verb, this is non-finite verb. Here using as a gerund. My dear students, now what will we have to do? At first we have to use here when I finished my breakfast, I came to school. Then what will be the structure? My dear students, follow. At first I use here when. Sometimes we have to use here at or since. That means if the sentence means mention time, then we have to use when. if the simple sentence mention cause, then we have to use as or since. My dear students, when here this is the appropriate in this sentence, and when the simple sentence mention cause, then we have to use since or as. Now we are using here when, then subject, we have to use subject, then verb, verb 2. Why we have to use here verb 2? We use here verb 2, that means past form of verb, because the sentence, the principal clause of this sentence in past form. So we have to use here past form of verb. If the sentence is in present form, then we have to use here present form of verb. Can I make you understand? My dear students, then verb. When I finished my breakfast, then extension. Directly we can write here. Extension or the rest part of the sentence, because I finished subject and verb, then my breakfast, I came to school, all are the same. So my dear students, in that case this is not so tough to change. At first we have to recognize the sentence, we have to identify the sentence, what type, which rule we have to use here. My dear students, today I have discussed with you many things, many rules, perhaps 6 or 7 rules today's class. So no more today. We will discuss another thing in the next class. So till then, good, well, Allah Hafiz.